Welcome everyone to day two. I mean, it's a part two. Unfortunately, it's the most energetic one. How is everyone? Yeah, welcome in. And yeah, normally I just ask you guys, got anything you guys want to ask? Hi, Go Kinti. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Olina. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Gostin. Hi, Lily. Hi, Saiken. Hi, Elma Tang. He would like to have a press conference at our event. It's the important date selections of blast invitations and even event dates. Or we could apply Jade Maiden for both dates and different formations. So normally here is what I will suggest to you guys. If you are gonna be doing like a mass type of event and stuff like that, don't use one date. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you all. Don't use one date. You should use a few dates together, right? So it's either that you start your campaign, you got such a date for starting campaign and stuff like that. How to know that which is the good dates in Qimen that is actually personalized to you? So that will be another questions, right? Um, and it's very hard to find one of these good dates basically landed on your Qimen Destiny Palace. Correct? It's very hard to land on your Qimen Destiny Palace, yeah? So here is what I normally will ask everyone who should do when they are trying to start their own campaign, businesses, and all these things to create a momentum. Okay, I don't believe one date can settle everything. So I'm those that believe that you should do different things in different dates to support you. So I would suggest you to use your 3 victory palace. Yeah, there's a one of reason that they are actually inside your chart. Would use these 3 palaces, which is coming from 3 victory palace. Now, every one of you guys should, if you learn Qimen, there's this one column that tells you what is your victory palace. Okay, so how to identify that? Let me give you a simple explanation. Yeah, just a simple explanations. I'm not going to deep dive into that. Just want to give you something simplified. Okay, so most of the plotter you have they're already giving you, they will be giving you the indications of it. They will give you some of the plotter they will give you directly. Some of it not really. So the way to find 3 victory palace is your life door sectors, your heaven, which is 9 heaven sectors, the palace, and also the divine light palace. Now, this one, everybody will get confused. When I say divine light, yeah. Okay, so if you're not familiar with divine light, you will not know what divine light actually is. So you can forget about this. Check the date, formations. Like, let's just say, Saikan was asking a Jade Maiden. Yes. So Jade Maiden can land it on your original, your Destiny 9 Heaven Palace. And it also can land it on your Life Door Palace. And it also can land it on your Destiny Palace. Okay? Yeah, Destiny Palace. Now, how many of you guys actually, you learn Qimen and you feel like, every day we got that good dates, good palace to come in. So isn't that a little bit too general when you're doing a Qimen date selection? Will you guys feel that way? Will you guys feel that way? That it's like, this is too general. Because every day got green dragon return. So if you are familiar with Qimen, you will see green dragon return appear every day. You will see flying bird in the cave every day. Like that. Okay, it will actually come out like that. Yeah. So they got double deceptions, all this, the 6th battalion, especially the 6th battalion is like every day they will come out. They are not rare. Okay, they are not rare, but they will come out every day. Okay, so you will find it very general because it doesn't do anything special to you. So that's why in Qimen date selections, one of the portion is talking about the sectors you need to land it that is specifically personalized to you. Okay, so then when you need to learn a bit more about Qimen destiny. Yeah, you guys interested if I do one Qimen destiny, like shortcut like this? Number one, extreme shortcut. I'm not gonna talk crazy thing. I'm gonna kill myself with that. Okay. So second I say if you find for a company, not ourselves, based on a GM date of birth, yes, person in charge. Okay, person in charge, yeah. You're gonna select that way of that particular person in charge. You're gonna use their chart to do the date selection part. Yeah. Now, yeah, so a lot of you guys actually like, yes, yeah, do a simple one, yeah. Before we do anything, basically before we do anything, I want to teach you guys one technique, not relate to Qimen practice. It is basically because I am, I would say, I actually heard a lot of people having sickness, bad energy flow. And yes, you basically now you're going into the transition timing, which is the next 2 days. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Almost 4 of them together. Yeah? So it's pretty bad. And I want you guys to do something to protect yourself. So I'm gonna give you guys one simple energy practices. You might saw this in Facebook, somebody doing it. Not me, yeah, but somebody is doing it. Okay. So I want you guys to do something like you're gonna bring in the good energy to you and push in the bad energy out of you. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to do, yeah? So your hand is like my hand, have to have a circular movement. So when you draw in something from the space, not drawing something from you, yeah? From the space, you're actually drawing in good energy coming to you. And then you're gonna push out. Okay, so when you push out, you're gonna push out the bad energy. Okay, just have a refresh of your own energy to build your own energy. Yeah, now, so what you're gonna do is in any emergency in Qimen, in any emergency, we will say that we're going to follow the deity. Okay, we're gonna follow the deity, yeah. So you're gonna back face the chief when you're doing this. Okay, circular, just a circular hand. Okay, so how is it that you will receive energy? Says another point. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold out your stomach. You're gonna hold up your stomach. When you breathe in, you have to hold up, holding it. Yeah. When you breathe in, and when you let go, you release you relax your stomach. Okay. Yeah. So you pull in, the energy come to you. You breathe in, hold your stomach, and then when you push out, you breathe out. You exhale. You push out the energy. Yeah. Okay. So this is actually a movement of energies that you can basically do in your house. If you saw somebody is sick, you can also do this to the person just by the movement of the circular of your hand movement. Okay. So your palm supposed to be facing you, yeah, when you put in. And when you push out, suppose it's pushing out something out. So you have to imagine you get good energy, push out bad energies as well. Okay, how much are you gonna do this? As until the point that you feel relaxed and you feel okay, happy. Okay, feel inner peace. Yeah. So because there's so many of you guys in the group, and so many of you guys have different time zone. I can't really give you a date for that, but I would suggest you just use the chief. Okay. Yeah. Does it matter right hand, left hand? Not doesn't matter. Yeah. So if you learn the energy palm from me, you can add on the energy palm, make your hand warm first, and then you do the circulations with your hand warm. Okay. So what is it that I want to share with you? Because I actually have a lot of friends telling me got problem here, sickness there, things coming very bad right now. This is one of the way to do energy healing or a refresh of energies. Yeah. So psychonaturally, you can use any chart. Remember that when you back face, you know that that is the good directions. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna do this for the next few days as well, because you're moving towards a transition timing, which is a bit too much. A bit too much. This transition timing is I can say the worst of the worst. Okay, monkey month, and it's a monkey month, it's a wood monkey month. It's gonna clash with the tiger. There's already one big sign of problem. Some of you guys don't know why that you are in this month, suddenly you get sickness, like really bad, it doesn't cannot go away. There's a indications of the monkey mind. Of course, there's also indications of 2-5 landed in the middle. Okay, yeah. Do you breathe out and you face your palm up? Yes, you just push it away. Okay, so if you are familiar with Qimen chart, you're familiar with Qimen chart, right? You know where is the DE, right? You know where is the DE. So look into where are the directions of DE, pull in, push to the DE. Okay, so when you pull in is another directions. When you push out is another direction. So it will be a circulations that you're actually doing to yourself. Okay, now some of you guys are doing it. Do you have fun with it? Have you fun with it? Do you feel that you are more relaxed? Okay, yeah. So you're gonna do this like a circulations just for the energy refresh purposes. Yeah, you need to build up your energies for these few days actually. Because transition timing means that no energy will be contained. No energy will be contained means that I don't want to scare you. If you got certain sickness inside your body, down there, they're coming out. Okay, because there's nothing to control them anymore. Now they're having a loose type of a moment. What is the best thing of transition timing? Changing your destiny. Because there's nothing or anything else that's gonna stop you right now anymore. So you are free to do whatever that you want to do. There's a creation's path with it. Okay, this is when you truly become a creator in this moment. Okay, that will be one part of it. So pull in, pull out. Yeah, sit down, back face the chief. You don't know the DE, never mind, back face the chief and do the circulations. When you pull in, breathe in. When you push out, breathe out. Doing it while you are visualizing the energies coming to you. Okay, even though you don't feel energy, this is going to be good for you. Okay, yeah. Now, so we're going to do something special today. Since some of you guys are asking date selections, I'm going to give you one very great strategy executions date selections. which is basically, I'm not going to talk it now. I'm going to share it later on so that you guys are going to stay here for a while. Yeah. So we're going to go back to yesterday. We talked about the other day we talked about the positioning. So most of us, most of the strategy executions are going to do in that way. Okay. Most of us are going to do in that way. So then, of course, there is this technique, what I call activate the chart. You need to do something to activate the chart as well. So a lot of us didn't realize that when we are trying to use strategy executions or we doing the manifestations, we don't realize that we basically need to take action or we need to align with the energies. So back facing sometimes is not enough. Okay? Yeah, back facing sometimes is not enough. Yeah. You say become the chief. How? Joseph, I don't understand that part. Become the chief, that means whatever the chief is, now you're trying to copy, adopt. If the chief is for you is like an abundance of positive energy, that is what the chief looks like, then you have to, at least at that moment of time, feel that you're becoming abundance of energies. Okay, so a lot of us didn't know that to use strategic execution, you need to like execute or take certain rituals out of it. Okay, or take certain rituals out of it. Yeah. So example like okay, you just now Joseph was saying, chief, you need to be positive at that moment of time about what you do. Okay, if you are chief, means that you need to help people. You need to become a nobleman to people, and whatever that you say at that day, even usually you are not doing that. Whatever that you say at that moment when you are doing the strategy execution, you need to talk something or embrace something that the element inside the chart is. Okay, you need that. Yeah. So a lot of us actually like we use strategy executions. We don't know about that. Yeah. So you find it very cool as well. Joseph is saying, these 2 days I'm talking about all application, never element. Yeah. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of the element so that you know how to utilize it as well. Yeah. So being there, if you learn magical achievement, you're gonna be opening a picture like this, your phone. Okay, so that you have an intention of this. If you learn magical achievement, you have intention of this, so you open a picture that represents this, that you are adopting this energy with you. Okay, so some can be an action taking. So if you have a live door, of course, you're going to be a live force at that moment of time. Maybe talking about money, about creations, about how positive life force can be. You will be in that state. If you are going to be using disruptor at that moment of time, this is going to be fast moving, talking about danger, talking about taking risks. Okay, you're going to be doing that part, yeah? You're going to be doing that part. So magic achievement is a magic practice. Okay, so in strategy executions, you need to adopt that energies. Just back facing is not enough sometimes. Okay, so when you're going to pick a date selections, of course, you're going to pick something that's relate to you. And that is where you learn about what the formations, the structures, right? Certain stems, certain doors. So you're going to use it that way. Normally you pick a date selections. But if you're impromptu, means that suddenly you want to do something and then you don't know, it's not within your understanding of the achievement chart. then just pick one of them. Pick one of the component. Okay? You need to pick one of the component. You need to adopt one of the component. And one of the best thing to learn about is study that component at that time. And you will learn Qimen as well. So what is Bing Fire? Bing Fire fight against Geng. Bing Fire is consistency. Bing Fire is routine. Bing Fire is system. And you're going to be there and start something like this at that moment of time. Okay? Because you need to adopt the energy. Like just now, the hand that I teach you guys, there's one other way to bring energies to you with you knowing what is the abundance of energy to fill you up. Okay? So strategic execution is more than what we think it is. Okay? It will become more interesting the more that you learn about Qimen using strategic execution. Because I believe whatever right now in the market is just forecasting. Really just forecasting and forecast. That's it. So we don't adopt the component, but when you forecast, you basically also using the component because it represents you in a chart. Correct? Yeah? Now, I'm going to give you guys a very short representations. Yeah? So I'm not going to talk about this. I'm going to be talking about just a short component. So that is going to be for those who are pretty new, you don't know what all this element actually is, and you might not, you don't know what you want to do with it. Yeah. So in Qimen, it's very easy. When you first start learn Qimen, there's a few components that you might want to just learn it first and use it. Okay. So Qimen give you a 3 stems, 3 doors, and then 3 deities that you're going to use all the time inside what we call a date selection chart. Okay, I think some of you guys heard about this before. Yeah? I'm just going to repeat this. So the first 3 deities that you need to learn probably is the chief, 9 heaven, and 9 earth. Okay, probably what you need to learn. Okay, in the first place, if you're a beginner, you totally don't know what it is. These are 3 deities that's gonna be the most useful one to you. Okay, yeah. So this is how I talk about chief. Just become a noble person. Talk about more about helping others. Talk about more to become a helpful person. Positive perspective, abundance perspective in that moment of time. Okay, you just need to do that. Yeah. Or in other words, maybe you can say that you are being supported by the universe at that time. Okay. So anytime you get into anything, any problem, normally we will say straight away use the chief. We will not use any other component. Okay. So in Qimen there's this word, right? When you are in a rush, you should select the deity first. If you've got time to plan, you're going to use the doors. Okay, yeah. So chief represent that. 9 heaven represent, I think for me, I would say it's more like a trend because it will lead into future and foresight. More like a trend. Yeah? More like how that you want to see a situation. It's always about the picture. Okay, so when you're going to use the 9 heaven, you're going to talk with somebody, you're going to have a conversation, because normally this strategy execution is about communications most of the time nowadays. You're not going to fight a war. So you're going to talk about what is the big picture. Okay, what do you see in here? Is this the real thing happening now? So 9 heaven actually represent that. It's all about picture, reality? What is a future trend? Not future. Future trend means that whatever that happened now, how is it going to lead into that goal or that future? This is what you're going to do. Okay? Yeah. If you get the ninth earth, so here it represents resource and money. Correct? So I give you my perspective. Ninth earth represent turning anything around you to become your resource. If you find something ugly, it can also become a topic to talk about. Yeah. If you see something beautiful, it is also a resource for you to use. If you have a pen with you, and this is how you're going to use the pen to sell the person, because that pen is your resource. Yeah, so I give you a totally different perspective. I know you guys learned a lot. And you guys can search ChatGPT what this data actually is. So I'm going to give you something different from that. Yeah. So the ninth earth is actually represent that. Turn anything around you to become your resource. Right? So Leong was saying that for daily manifestations for abundance, wealth, and healing and love. Yes. Correct. So if you heard just what I say just now, when I say resource, means that you find everything will be abundance with you right now. Okay? When you breathe the air is healing. When you have a conversations with that person, it's already a love. Isn't that more powerful? I'm just going to ask you that. Yeah? Isn't that more powerful? Okay. Yeah. So the next one, should I continue on? Or I just give you this tree and that tree, then we settle everything? Because normally you just need to know the good things to use. The other is extra distraction. Okay, to also say yes. So I'm not going to explain too details of it. I'm just giving you connections, a part of it only. Okay. Anything with harmony is about conversations through another person. It's always talking about another person's good thing, bad things, and stuff like that. Yeah. So you need to connect with somebody. Means that when you say something, you say, oh, this person is doing that. Yeah. It's always about that person, about this person, how great this person actually is. It's always talking about this. Yeah. It's always about a connections that you have a connections with this person. Yeah. Who I know, who teach me, who is my master. Yeah. That is the things that you're going to talk about when you use harmony. Okay. Yeah. Anything with moon. This one is always talking about wisdom and knowledge and know-how. So when you come up with a person and say, oh yeah, this is yeah, as I know, this is gonna be work in that way because based on fact, this is gonna be proceeding like that. So you can also talk system with moon informations, yeah. Okay. Anything with snake, this one need to talk a little bit more about supernatural. Anytime with a snake, yeah? Okay, how how magical this thing actually is. Okay, now snake, if phoenix is gonna be a little bit different, but the snake is talk about supernatural. Okay, how magical, how did this lead, how dreamy this is, how certain the things can happen to you, how this universe will help you in some way. Yeah, that is snake. Okay. Anything with tiger, new perspective, yeah. Talk about protecting something. Protect something. Okay. Anytime he is a white tiger, he's talking about protecting something. Yeah. So maybe you're gonna talk to a person is oh, sometimes you get to because of certain important things to our life, and then we suddenly like we step up to protect what is important for us in life. So you always want to tell the person that, what is it that most important for you? Why you would do something for it? Why you want to be brave with it? Why that you will choose to be brave, even that you are afraid of it? Okay, why you want to choose to protect and to get ferocious because you're protecting something. Yeah. So I'm going to just be honest with you. Like out of 10 of the white tiger that I met, 9 of them is actually cat. But all of them got something to protect. You cannot touch just one part of their life. You cannot even say something wrong with that. Because once that you do that, the person will come and bite you. That's it. So the tiger will come out. Yeah, like a dog. I would say like a tiger. Okay. So this tiger most likely is the what we call mother figure that protect the son, protect the cub. So anyone come and touch the cub, there's gonna be means the person will not hold back. Even gonna hurt them, they will not gonna hold back. Okay, yeah. Anything with hook, talk about past success, any experience of success. Okay, so once that you take all this, now you look into all deity is a good deity. Okay, anytime you got chance back face with a hole, this whole it depends on what you're good with. So the more that you learn metaphysics, the more that you actually have more ideas to do what and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes you need to change a bit because you want to try another energy flow. Most likely when you learn metaphysics, there's the biggest good thing that I can think of is that. Yeah. Anything with Phoenix, there's 2 ways to use Phoenix. One is to have really a debate with the person. Try to challenge the person's perspective. Yeah. Try to get heated up with that person. Of course, not until a level that you want to fight the person. It's just get passionate about the topic that you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. And then if you look into another perspective is exaggerate the topic. Say more than unnecessary with it. Okay, so this is very good for people who try to put fear on others. Yeah, this one is very good to put fear on others. Yeah. The last one, the tortoise. I know the tortoise word is different. Yeah. I think is it different? Yeah, I think it's different. The last one is the tortoise. This one, because I am this, so I got a lot of ideas of this. Okay, so when you're black tortoise, most likely you're gonna be talking about the other person's talent, okay, or their mindset. Most of the time when you sit down, yeah, Because you can observe, most likely you're going to be observing the other person. What is your talents? How do you look like? What is the best of you? I can see that you are actually very good with this part. Okay. Tortoise is going to be there. Yeah. Why is it there? Yeah. Mind reader. It doesn't have to be a mind reader. It can be someone who put a seed into another person's mind that the person didn't know about it. And this is how that you come to this class, and this is how that you feel when I give you this information. Do you guys agree? Number one. A black tortoise usage, yeah? So every time you come to my sessions, you get trigger in some point, aha moment. Why I never used that before? You ask yourself when I tell you. Okay? Yeah? Now, this is for the deities. Don't know how. This is the 9 stars. Okay. I shouldn't give you guys the same old way, right? So I'm going to give you guys a different perspective on this as well, so that you can use other way to look into that. Okay. So stars is most of the time relate to environment and feelings. The vibes. Okay, in that situations, yeah. In that situations, the vibes. So it means that when you sit down with a person, you want to use the stars, then you have to set the room, the feeling of the room for that person. Okay. So with the grass, we will then talk about entrepreneurs. But if you look at it, right, water means, grass means water. Okay. Water means that you can go any way that you want. Flexibility. So when you're using this for sales, to talk with the other person is how many directions you want to go. You're gonna ask the person, and you allow the environment to go there. Let the conversations to go every place, and then you pick what is it that the person need. Okay, brass, yeah. Okay. Distractor is always about time. The shortest time, the fastest time. Means that when a person comes to you, the environment must be in a short period of conversation. Set the rules that we're going to talk about this in 5 minutes. I'm going to go off. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Chasing for times. Using times as the winning factor. Disruptor. Yeah. So this is how you set environment. Okay. That is how you set environment. Yeah. So anything with grain, this is gonna be all the bad things. We're gonna talk about bad things, how you ended up here, why you ended into this place. You feel like you got no way out. Yeah, you're gonna set that kind of environment for the person. Okay, it's like stuck. You have to give the person feeling stuck, the environment of stuck, and you got no choice right now. Maybe this is the only path that you want to go into. Okay, I give you guys some high meaning. Yeah, so yeah, normally it's not like that. Okay, when you look into ambassador, most likely the person need to feel the environment is that person is benefit from it. He gained the momentum. He gonna feel good in that environment. He get to feel that he's in beneficial situations. So you need to make him feel that, oh, you you maybe have the luckiest one that get this. Anytime with ambassador, because ambassador talk about confidence, talk about the person have uh, a good view about how life can be. So you're going to set the environment that you make the right choice. Yeah. Heavenly Heart, of course, this is going to be the talking about the normally this is the normal thing we do lah. Heavenly Heart is the normal thing we do, and everybody will actually do this when you're doing sales and all this. You're gonna be being there and put everything to the person. Yeah, this is how expert I am, and this is the list of the facts. You're gonna get that. Yeah. Okay. So it's talking about system. It's talking about rules. It's talking about an environment of expertise. Expertise, yeah. So when you find somebody, you don't want to find somebody that low level. You want to know that this person is good in doing whatever that he's doing. So you're gonna get the environment like that. You are good in whatever that you're doing. You are on the right hand. Okay. Yeah. Pillar, most likely pillar is gonna be an environment that the clients have the ability to express themselves. Not you talking, they're talking, right? And then you need to allow them, because the environment of they are talking, right? So most likely you need to ask them more questions, let them or lead them understand that what they need right now. Okay, truly out of war. Strategy executions. Yeah? So what I share with you is an actions that you can do, and also an action that the other party can do. If you put the person back facing, you're going to force the person to do that. Okay? Yeah? So let them express themselves until that they realize they need something from you. That is called pillar. Yeah? When you go to ambassador, most likely is an environment of how to say is it's like the bird as well. It's a bit more luxury type of feelings. Means that being with you somehow, the environment somehow is like one level up than everybody else. So there's like this feeling of a branded type of feeling. Okay, so hero and the bird most likely the same, but I don't think you will use the bird. Okay, hardly you will actually see the bird. Okay, hardly you'll be able to see the bird. Yeah? Okay, so just one level, feel branded. Yeah, LV, this is gonna be the high price. This is what gonna be good in the market as a hero starts. Yeah. Okay, this is when you plan. Yeah. Okay. Now the next one, the last one will be the assistant star. Okay, most likely get into assistant star is I don't think that you giving information and everything is gonna be a good environment. Okay, but I'm gonna say that this assistant star is very good when the other person do not need to do anything at all. Okay, means that you go there, you fully, like the words mentioning, you fully assist in an environment that is fully assists by you, okay, from the start until the end, or you can say it's a spoon feeding type of environment. Okay, So for you, it's like you already studied that this person, who they are, and how to assist the person entirely without the person lifting anything, If without lifting a finger, you know what that person needs. That is called assistant staff, right? So if you're going to talk about sales, prepare pen, prepare paper, prepare tissue so that the other person maybe will cry, don't know. Okay, full assist. Okay, interesting with this? Nice? Okay, yeah. So I think let me repost my thing first, yeah, because somebody just asked me in the group. Let me repost. I think everybody can join, right? So I'm gonna repost again so that everybody can join this. Yeah, I just saw some name, yeah. I don't know who is it. Yep. Okay. Next one. The 8 doors. Now, just want to share a little bit of secret in Qimen. In Qimen, there's different master, different perspective. Some master are gonna be focusing on the deities. Some master like to focus on the doors, and some master like to focus only on the stand. So when you're learning Qimen, you need to get to know the perspective. Yeah. So some people just like to have certain practices. They are equally powerful. Yeah. So whatever it is that you are in is about your intention. I like to emphasize that. Okay. So in Qimen, this is the three door that is the most abundance to use in Qimen. There's always these three doors. So in any time that you want to pick a directions, it's either the three deities for the beginner, yeah, and this particular three doors. Okay, it's always in this particular directions. Yeah, just saying what? I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, the three doors. Yeah. So let's start with open door. Yeah. So the door equals to actions. Okay, equals to actions. So the star equals to environment. You're gonna set up that kind of vibes and everything, allow the person and stuff like that. The door means that you are here to allow either the person to start something, to take actions according to something, or you are going to do something to open up certain directions. Okay, it's an actions base that everyone need to execute. Okay, yeah. So open door means that you're going to be there to bring new venture. Okay, so whether you say that, okay, let's open up, yeah, what is the next step? Okay, yeah, what is a new thing? How is it to break off from the boundaries? Right now you are very stagnant. You need to do something to open up. That is called actions base. Yeah, but if you don't understand that part, it's okay. You can use all the same. I don't mind. Huh? It's the energy. Okay, I don't mind. So just take it what I'm sharing with you. You can use the keyword, and based on what you understand, you use it in that way. It doesn't have to follow everything. Okay, yeah. So life door is talking about life force. I don't like to use it for money, but money are related to life force. Okay, so when you go to a person that you're trying to bring a new ideas to life, okay, new ideas to life, a new directions of living, a new life force. Okay, most of it is to feel abundance. Yeah, normally it's life door is talking about, yeah, let's do something abundance right now, not open up new opportunity. This one totally, when you do something, is going to be abundance. Okay, yeah. So most of the time, you guys are doing that. Okay, if you're a salesperson, most likely you use open door a lot. If you're somebody that is helping people and stuff like that, you use the live door a lot. Okay, because you want a person to grow, to sprout, to become better. That one is a live door. Okay, yeah. So rest door, the way to use a rest door is to let the person feel, I like to use the word lazy. Means that when you go to the person, right, oh, let's calm down, right, and relax, right? And we are going to just have a chit chat. We're not going to be pressure over this, right? Whatever that you want to achieve is to go into a rest, a retirement type of path. Okay, you can actually go into that way. Yeah, you can say enjoy life, but you're going to sell somebody something to someone. Yeah, you can't ask the person to enjoy a holiday, right? I hate you, and I grant you to go holiday. Is that what you're gonna do? Cannot be, right? So it's actually part of slowing down. Okay, so when you have a conversation, it's like, let's slow down a bit. Yeah, this word, yeah, I just want to tell you, I just want to ask you guys about this. It's just of your experience of your life. And do you guys realize that all of your most happiest things that happen, the success of your life, the most abundance moment of your life is when you started to decide that you want to have a slower movement. Of course, not too slow. Slower movement. You're not chasing, you're not forcing, but somehow, because of that, you make better decisions and everything just turned out to be good. But when you are overly chasing, you're overly rushing, in the end, it leads into disappointment. Do you guys feel that way or not? I'm just have out of topic questions. Do you guys feel that way? Type of one. This is my observations. Yeah. So observations of people around, and people who are success and people who are a bit got into problem. This is what I observe. So I realize that if you slow down your path of life, you will actually gain success. But if you're chasing too much, you're holding into the rubber band, you get fall off, you get like collapse type of moment. Okay, so some of you guys agree, yeah? Okay, that's good. So it's it's part of the observations. Yeah. The next one will be the scenery dots. Okay, so scenery doors most likely is to just beautifying the moment. Okay, your actions, your conversations is to just beautify the moment. So most of the time we use scenery door, we say that it is used for life. Okay, when is it you're gonna use the scenery door? When you get into problem and the boss is coming to you and asking you what is the end point of this, you're going to use scenery door and you're going to beautify, give new idea to the boss. How is this thing actually going to be complete? Yeah, it's not that good right now, but you're beautifying it to allow the other party to see it nicely. Okay, that is called scenery door. Yeah. So delusion door, most of the time is about strategic. Okay, strategies. Means that the actions that you're going to do is like most likely it's like a planning type of action. Right? So when you come to a person that come to you and say, oh, how do you want to plan? Right? What is the strategies? Yeah, what is the process of this? Is most likely is a delusion door type of action. Okay, it's most likely the same with the harm door. Yeah, the harm door is different because harm door, delusion door is strategically planned, putting traps. Harm door is chasing for it and hunting the directions. So most likely with harm door is relate to taking risks. Talking about taking risks. Okay. What you are gonna be, every of this is gonna be having a good outcome, right? It's not gonna be bad, yeah? So taking risk means sometime in our life, we need to take a bit of risk. You cannot be comfort like that, huh? You're not gonna be going anywhere. So the risk is a risk factor. So when the harm door is good, it's a calculated risk. If the harm door is not good, it is a dangerous risk. Okay, that there's no boundaries. You just take risk because of taking risks. Yeah, so you're gonna do that actions. You're gonna this is sit down and we're gonna execute this. Just a bit risk. We're gonna push this to reach our goal. Okay, death door, nothing to talk much. Yeah. Okay, I give you different perspective. I like to use this as well. Normally, death door means end something. When you're gonna do something with a person, it's like, you might want to stop this, end it, right? Okay, stop this, you're gonna end this, you're gonna do this, right? But death door can mean transformations, can means leveling up. It can indicate that transformations, or it means leveling up. Isn't that nice? Yeah, isn't that nice? So when you talk about a person that come to you can also say what is the opposite direction? Death door. Okay, you can also say that. What is the opposite directions? Okay, so Joseph is saying that how do you know harm door, good or bad? For harm. That's it. You see a for harm, that's it. That's the indication for shortcut. For those who don't know how to read the things, don't know how to know about it, for harm. You set the rules. Okay. So with fear door, fear door is gonna be, I think hardly you guys are going to talk about fear door, but fear door relate to stress talk. Okay, stress type of actions. So if you're gonna not do this, it's gonna be stress. You're not gonna do that, you're gonna be stressed. So that it will relate to mental related stress. Okay. Yeah. If you look at the Chinese word, some of these words are very interesting. Okay. You look at the Chinese word, some of these words are really interesting. Yeah, because there's a sphere door. At the bottom part, there's a horse. and above there's something suppressing the horse. Okay, there's words. Okay, there's other things that's suppressing the horse. So it actually means stress. You want to run, you cannot run, and you're always in that mode. So it's like creating stress. Talk about stress. Okay, that lead into mental related actions. Okay, nice with this. Let's talk about this already half hour. Okay. Edmund, yes. So normally when you learn Qimen, it's all the color coded. I don't know, is it I get the wrong color coded, yeah? Let me double check. Okay, correct. My version of color coded. I worry that you got. You take the photo. Sometimes I forgot to change the color. Okay. This is the 10th step. Yeah. So what does the stem actually means in here is who is the character that you need to adopt, who you need to become. Yeah, who you need to become. Yeah. So if you're a Jack, that means you need to become the one in charge, the boss. Okay. Jack is the boss. Remember that? Yeah? Jack and the boss is the boss. So you need to become like, oh, today I'm the boss. I can decide anything. Okay, of course, you don't know that you can do that or not, but you just pretend you are. Okay? Jack also relate to the chief, yeah? Jack also relate to the chief because they're always together. Yeah? And then you got a Yitwood. Yitwood is the second in charge. Bing Fire is the third in charge. Ding Fire is the fourth in charge. Yeah. So in terms of roles, we will say Yitwood, the manager, Bing Fire, the supervisor, Ding Fire is the normal staff in terms of hierarchy, because you need to adopt that kind of part, right? So if you don't want to adopt in that way, so Yit would represent somebody that is nice to talk with. You need to become a communicator. You need to talk. You need to tell stories. That is Yit would. Okay. Being Fire is the guy who ensures safety. Okay, so you need to become the person that actually ensures safety. When you do this, there's nothing will go wrong. So you're gonna be that person. Okay, it's always about safety, safety. How does it save? Right, this routine is not gonna be getting out of it. I think some of you guys meet a lot of this kind of people as well. Okay, Being Fire represent that. So you are somebody that consistent. Nothing will go wrong. Okay. Of course, what I tell you is the routine of the sun as well, yeah? Okay, yeah. So Ting Fire here, this is the person who always have to adopt the intentions of giving new ideas. Okay, always give new ideas, innovate. Yeah. And how did you adopt this? You become a person, not just give ideas, but also make the other persons have new ideas. So it's a character that you need to be. Okay, character you need to be. You can dress like it. You can speak like it. You can have your attitude like it. Right? So you adopt a new person in that moment to be like that. when you're back facing, yeah? Okay. Wu Earth is always talking about money. Because this guy is a treasurer. Is always talking about how many things you own and what is it that you got into problem when somebody attack you. So whenever you backface a Wu Earth, is always talking about money. Okay. Other things about it is talking about trust and stability. Okay. This is Wu Earth. Yeah. And then when you move forward into GF, GF is I could say that GF, when you want to adopt GF, you need to become a weaker person. You need to be a weaker person. Yeah, always talking about something need to go for help. You need to help me. I help you, right? Because of I'm not good in this. I want you to help me. That is what GF characteristic actually is. Yeah. When you go for a Keng metal, this is the person that always say, talking about justice. I don't know if you guys met this kind of person before, yeah? So this kind of person is, there's nothing wrong with their mindset. It's just that they cannot withstand anybody else doing wrong thing. Okay? Nothing wrong, yeah? What he say is true. This other person is doing wrong thing. But they're very peculiar with it. Yeah? Yeah, Joseph is saying that Geng is very bad. No, no, no. Nothing is bad. Huh? That is the way that you learn from others. So for me, I'm telling you that nothing is truly bad. Okay? Nothing is truly bad. It's about usage. Yeah, in forecasting, you got no choice. Yeah. This strength of the stem depends on the palace is it in. Applies with deity, star, door, and strategic execution and destiny chart. Um, uh, all of it, I will tell you it will be the same. For me, I will tell you it will be the same. Okay? It apply with the doors, palace. It have its own reading for that. So when you learn more, you will know that why is it there's 4 hub for the what we call for this 10 stem because of the positioning in the chart. That's why we try to avoid the 4 hub. Okay. Anything with a zinc metal. So in Qimen, I always like to talk about this. This is the character in Qimen is the worst of the worst character. Okay, the piteous stem in the Qimen War. Because this guy has never forget about the goal. Relentlessly chasing for goal. So when you want to become a zinc metal is you need to know what is it your intention actually is. Okay, you need to become a ferocious white tiger, biting something and never let go. That is what I call zinc metal. Okay, it's a characteristic you adopt, yeah? That means that if you're going to that when the person is going to talk something with you, you're going to sell something, you're going to be very focused on just one particular subject. Then you will use zinc metal very nicely. Okay. Next one is the Ren. Okay, rainwater. So this is the guy who like to put fear to people. A lot of storytelling. Yeah? So rainwater is actually the characters that like to talk a lot of things. A lot of storytelling, a lot of fear. Yeah, why did you do this? You're gonna put yourself, yeah, this happened to the other person, right? A rainwater is the one that like to put fear. So when people see you, they know that you're gonna talk about something that is a bit fearful type, entrepreneur type. Okay. Yeah. So when you get a gray water, yeah. So gray water characteristic is always about pause, stopping. Okay. So this character is coming to you. You want to adopt this. It's like you sit down and you're gonna have a more longer pause when your conversations or your attitude that day. Yeah, just more pause. We allow the other person to think more. Means have a conversations and you just act like you never heard about that. You take longer time to reply. Okay? Because gray water is the mist that like to stop everyone from whatever that they are doing. There's a characteristics of good. Joseph were laughing. Yeah. That's why Joseph, I asked you to join a Qimen class. It will be very interesting. Yeah. A paid version of Qimen class. Okay. So this is the 10 characteristic of this 10 step. Yeah. So in Qimen, the 3 characteristic of Yik painting is the most important in date selection. So whenever that you want to pick a place without the 4 harm, so the 4 harm will put the rules that the palace is bad. So everything in the component will be bad, yeah? Okay? Yeah? Of course, it say year class 2.0 is 3.0. Everybody, any questions that you guys want to ask about this? Anyone got anything to ask? Joseph said, where is 4 harm? Oh my God. Joseph, it looks like you never really go through my video. Yeah, being in the bot group, the user group for such a long time, I don't think you got time for that. So I would suggest you to go for that. Okay, so these are actions that you will be doing. Okay, these are actions that you will be doing. So again, I just want to remind you guys how to use the forecast. Yeah, so this is gonna be the things that I just want to ask you guys to do. How to use the forecast, the board, not the forecast. Okay, so let me get a new chart today. Start. Yeah, chart plotting, Qimen hour chart, current date and time. Okay. Yeah, about the stem, we only emulate the top stem. Yeah, no need to bottom stem, correct? Aaron, yes. Because if you want to learn the bottom one, you become confusing. So most of the time, only the top. Yeah. Could we use board to find date for specific period, such as September month? Second, if you are in the elite account, you got that option. You got that options. Yeah. Okay, you got that options. Yeah, Joseph, that sample already post up in the the user, yeah? So you didn't check the group as well. Go and check. Okay. If I am Geng, can I use the palace with Geng to combat my minuses? What you're trying to do actually. So you say that your Geng means that your destiny palace is a Geng. It doesn't really matter much. If you want to improve yourself, the most simplest way to improve yourself is wait the good formations or choose the good formations date, come to your chart, and then you do a manifestation. Okay, build the energy, see who you want to be, what you want to do, how is it that you're gonna repair yourself, maybe. How is it that the wrong things or the recurring behavior that you have, how that you want to prime that away? You can also use the formations to do that as well. As long as anything that comes in and you understand what is the component inside, you can slowly just download the energy. Okay? Yeah. Now, so this is the current chart. Yep. So remember, always remember, yeah. So this is the sector that is you can use. These are sectors that you probably cannot use. Okay. Yeah. It's like this. So you just back face. This is what you're going to do. Okay. So some of these that you might be thinking that, oh, this is very bad. I don't want this dark color. This one also very bad. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Your intention, just one. No need to do everything. Okay. Your intention, just one. Yeah. One component, one time. It doesn't have to be some crazy component as well. No need to be. Yeah. Take that energy, adopt that energies, and put your anybody in the place that got a forearm. That's it. Okay? Yeah. So this is the simplest form, yeah? Now, open a chart. You can open a current hour chart with this free board. Okay, with this free board, you can actually open a current hour chart and you just use that, okay, for your daily practices. Yeah. Now, no questions? No questions. We're gonna talk about next. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about this. Yeah. But this is the normally what we do with date selections. This is what we always search for. Okay, we always search for, yeah. So some of you guys who are in the previous topic that I share, I talk about formation. You will know certain formations have certain component. If you use the board will straight away give you the nice component to use with. Because those who have the paid version, it already filter out the forearm. Those who have paid version, just mean the formations that you can see from here. So let's go back. Let's go start options. The Qimen formation, let's just say the 9 dun. All right. So we want to be, let's just say we want the 30 dun because we want positive energies. All of this chart is already being filtered. There's no forearm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think, Joseph, you probably need to go through the whole things first, yeah? Okay. Can you show how to apply to find specific period, please? Second, if you are chart, yeah, I think that one you can basically just find chart by chart. It's a chart plotting. Okay, it's only a chart plotting. So you're going to go Qimen is either month chart, day chart, or hour chart. Those who are in the elite, right now you've got this, the selections. So if you guys ask me, when is it that I'm gonna open up the selections of component and the stem, star, deities, and all this? Probably not yet. Probably not yet, yeah. Because the intentions of this board is to give you simplified version of usage. Not really to come up with the dates and time in so much of the future. Not really. Okay. But the date that you guys are going to select, let's just say example that any of this date, yeah, supposed to be 3 months. Okay. If you're selecting something, it's supposed to be 3 months ahead because it's searched around 3 months. Okay. Joseph is saying that premium bought better than elite. Okay, Joseph, you seriously need to go back a lot of that, yeah? Premium is the lower tier. Elite is the higher tier. That means elite is way more functions than premium. Elite have all the related premium usage, premium feature. It's cover up all. Okay, because you're asking questions like this is gonna be disturbing the whole sessions, yeah. So a lot of things that you ask, basically you can find yourself. If not, maybe you can have a paid consult with me and we ask all the questions in the paid consult. Yeah, I think it'll be better, yeah? Okay. Now, let's talk about foreham. This is the rules. These are the rules that why and the regulations why that certain of this stamp is not good. Okay. Yeah, certain of the stamp is not good, yeah? So forehams means that the component inside the sectors means that the positionings of that palace is weak or it is strong. Two things in here. Okay? Two things in here. Is it weak or strong? Because you still need to know is it weak or strong. So anything with a foreham will actually represent weak palaces. And you don't want that to be with you. Yeah, you don't want that to be with you, yeah? So if you learn Qimen, you will know 6 quiet striking punishment. You will know stem enter graveyard, right? So the stem represent outcome. If the stem is in problem, the outcome will be in problem. Okay? And then these two represent that the palace is gonna be break apart. Break apart means that now in metaphysics like this. Imagine that this is a container for the outcome. Okay. And this container right now is leaking. How is it gonna be showing up your outcome to be? It's gonna be a bad outcome. Okay, because it cannot materialize into a real outcome. Yeah, so even in manifestations, I don't suggest to do it with 4 graveyard, 4 harms. Yeah, but if you learn magic achievement, there is a way to turn it around. Okay, there is a way to turn it around. Yeah, so magic achievement have that particular function for that. Yeah, because the 4 harm can be mitigated. Okay, but for you guys, that will be too much. You want the simplest form. You don't want it to be too confusing to you. And you're going to build momentum just based on that. Okay? Yeah? Now, I'm going to explain a little bit of this. I think some of you guys know some of this already. So first thing to mention is emptiness. So this one is pretty easy. It's always appear in every chart. It always appear in every chart, yeah? So let's just say open one chart, and then you'll be able to see the DE actually at here. Okay? Yeah? Then of course you'll be asking me, oh, horse start and how? Don't care. Got DE is bad. Yeah? The DE indicates that the container is leaking. It's breaking apart. Okay? So no outcome will be materialized. Okay? Yeah? And then of course we will get this, what we call the door compel. Means that if the door located in these sectors, like just now, who is asking, I forgot the name. So, yeah, you ask me that, is it a color-coded is the element? Yes. So every of this door have its own element, and they will have a clash with the palace. So it's like what I mentioned, the container for the outcome is being forced to break apart. Okay? Forced to break apart. That's why they are not good. Yeah, so this is called door compel. So this is a second forearm. The sixth striking punishment is the punishments of the characters, the stem. So this stem, like just now somebody asking about the positioning of the chart, is follow the 12. Is it 12? No. This one not follow the 12. This one is follow the animal sign, interact with the animal sign. So all this stem belong to one animal sign, right? So when tiger come to this sector where snake exists, you will have a ungrateful punishment. When the dragon landed on the dragon palace, you will have self-punishment. When the horse landed on the horse sectors, you will also have self-punishment. Okay? When a dog landed on the goat sectors, you will have bullying punishment. And then, of course, when you have the rat landed on the rabbit, you will have uncivilized punishment. And of course, the same go for monkey go to the tiger sectors. It represents clash. It also represents ungrateful punishment. Okay, so how does it all this animal sign come out? Because all this animal sign is the lead stem of that particular group of family. Okay, yeah. So when you got the punishment, most likely what you're going to do is self-sabotage. The outcome is going to be punching self. So it's not a good thing to have. Yeah, that's why I don't recommend for any of this for manifestation. I don't recommend it, yeah. So this stem enter graveyard, follow the 12 growth phases. Okay, 12 growth phases, yeah. Now, that one is about the graveyard landed on the sectors. Okay, now, why is it important to learn about this? This also reflect on certain of the chart. In strategy execution, it also reflect on your Qimen destiny chart. Like the characteristic that I talked about just now, the 10 stem, yeah? If you got some of this in the palace, you will know that you do something wrong with them. Example, the zinc metal at the south. If you got this, this is called self-punishment. So in your life, you will got this problem of talking, basically. Okay, with sync matter is expressing self, and your goals doesn't seems to be the goal that everybody see, because you're biting into something. When they are in graveyard, when they are in the forearm, it's gonna be bad. Okay, yeah. So does it overlap? Actually, they will overlap. Whenever you see a forearm, you can conclude that every component inside is gonna turn bad. Okay, when you have forearm, every component inside the chart will turn bad. That's it. Yeah. So if you look at your chart after this, you'll feel like a lot of times, yeah, all the things is the forearm. Okay. Yeah. So this is the rules and regulations. Oh, I actually prepared a chart. This is the rules and regulations of the chart. Because if they are not gonna be good, then you're not gonna use it well. It kind of turns out to be bad. Okay. So your positioning returns to not really a good one. Yeah. Now, everybody good with that? Just some rules for you guys. When you pick up, you just need to know that if it exists with a forearm, then is the sectors cannot be used. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Now, anything you guys want to ask? This is not as interesting as that one. Yeah, is it? Because I see nobody is actually like excited. You guys are good? Number one, you still here? Okay. So very useful. Thank you. Okay. I'm worried that you guys sleep already. Sleep in front of the laptop. JJ was saying that mostly have. Yes. W is in self-punishment. Yeah, I know your chart. Super clear. Okay, good. So I actually was thinking to explain this. Yeah, this one look very technical. This one look very technical. Yeah. Let's just say I give you a very short way of looking into this. Yeah, I'm not going to talk like this. I'm just going to talk in here. So I know a lot of you guys who learn with the English version, you will never come across this. I know, yeah, because this only exists on the Chinese market. So whatever that I talked about yesterday, there is a very big indications, the positioning, that have a very big similarity in here. So this is called the chart technique. Yeah. So this is what I normally explain to people, the component, yeah. But let's just say example like yesterday, what does that actually mean by the, not yesterday, the day before, the positioning of the chart means that where are you and what you're doing, right? So just now I talked about the activating of chart. This is record down, yeah. This is not because I just created it like, well, I like it. It doesn't go like that. So this is the base of it. So activating the chart means that you need to know who you are, where you are, and what are you going to do with it. Yeah. Entering the chart, this is a forecasting method. Confirm that which chart that you want to be. So this is actually part of date selection. Yeah. Breaking the chart have a component more deeper of strategic executions. I mean, more advanced way of using strategic execution. One element can strike the other element. Yeah, really like war. Yeah, it's actually really like war. So what is that supposed to mean? Normally, you guys use it to clash the DE. So some of you guys who learn Qimen, they will tell you, right? Oh, this DE is actually belong to the rabbit. You just need to select the rooster hour, a rooster day. Then you'll have a chance to break apart this DE. That is called break the chart. Yeah, so it's about positioning. Yeah, positioning means that when you break the chart, means that the person sitting in front of you, the element is wood. You're gonna sit back facing the metal. You're gonna break the person. So this is the chart techniques. Yeah. Now, then of course you got sealing the chart and exiting the chart. Sealing means that now sealing is basically layer the entire formations into the entire chart into the table, right? Or into the room that you have, into the stage that you actually have. Means that now you layered it down, and this is the intentions of this place. Okay, now metaphysics, yeah, and also Taoism and magical practice, everyone will use this meaning differently. That is the power of Qimen chart. Everyone use it differently. Okay, I don't know you will understand this part or not, but you need to see these few words. And in the future, you will come across people talking about this. Okay, exit the chart means that you most of the time is to break yourself out of the situation. There is a way like breaking chart to force yourself get out of that particular situation. Like the exactly like the 5 non-striking. Okay, 5 non-striking. You basically can use it to get out from the situation. So this is only a few examples I give to you guys. Yeah, that when you're in positioning, you will also be going to do this as well. Sometimes you'll be landed in a situations that you don't want. And there will be a component inside to get you out of the situation. That is called exit chart. How many of you guys heard about this before? Not those follow me, follow me, those in my class, I talk about this a lot. Okay, I just give you a different perspective. It's not the same thing I talked before as well. Okay, none of you heard about this, yeah? So this is called the brick chart. Okay, so Leon was saying that is this a 100 formation? No, this is not 100 formation. This is called chart technique. The chart itself. You're talking about what this chart functioning and why is it that if I fall into this, how do I get out from get me out of this? So exit chart can normally you guys will use it to break out of yourself from Fu Yin chart or Fan Yin chart. You know, some chart was so bad that you cannot do anything with it. So there is a form of exiting the chart. So that's why there's so much more of things to learn. Yeah, actually, there's so much more the things to learn. Yeah, if you guys are into this, this will be the next level thing. Okay. Yeah, Antina was saying how in metaphysics is always talking about what take selections, actions based. So there's the directions of it. So you will never get out of it, and there's nothing new to it. maybe explain it in different way, but most likely is that. I keep being very simple. Yeah, so we learn this is like this. So this is chart technique. There is another type of chart techniques. Do you guys want to know? You guys want to know? Yeah. So this is another chart, another type of chart technique. Okay. So this is what we call single palace execution. Means that you got a big scale of 9 boxes, and then now you got one method of just looking into one palace. If this is north, then we're just looking into one palace. So that we got dismantle, means that we're gonna be removing that part out of it. So dismantle and remove is actually most likely the same, yeah? Most likely the same. But dismantle means that something already attached to you. Remove means that that is not attached to you. It can straight away remove. Okay. Replace means after remove, you put in something new. Yeah. Supply means completely put something in. Harmonize means use six combo. Shortcut, is all the shortcut. And then portals means it is what we like to use the bridging. Portals means bridging, because bridging means that other palace can actually go into our palace. So normally you use portal like bridging element like solution box. That is called portal. So this is single palace type of mitigation. Yeah. How are you going to use it? The same. The stem will be represented by the animal sign. Animal sign will be represented by date selection. Picking the date selections is going to be the way to remove and replace. Yeah, going to be remove, replace, harmonize. It will be the animal sign who do all the job. Yeah, so this is the next level. Yeah, so why is it that I'm going to explain this to you guys? Because now we're going to move into the date selection thing. Okay, I want to move into date selection things, because when I tell you about this, it's because I want to move into a more advanced way of date selection. Are you guys ready for that part? Yeah, I want to go through a more sophisticated way of using this, yeah, which is probably you guys will not use it that way. Okay, now, so do you guys use? I think I need to go and find the new chart. Wait. I didn't put it inside here. I think. Did I put it inside here? I didn't. So I'm going to use a forecasting method. I'm going to share with you. I'm just going to use a forecasting method because I think that will be much more easier to apply. Yeah. Now, so I think some of you guys only interested with relationship, health, maybe career, and maybe health, career, and wealth. So I'm just going to be focusing on that few part. Okay. Using a forecasting method. Yeah? So this is going to be this. Yeah, not going to be windfall. Yeah? Yeah, I'm going to be showing an example for that. Okay, let's just talk about relationship for a strategic execution. Or yeah, most likely this is the relationship. Yeah, let's just talk about this. I'm gonna give you a perspective on how to a general view on how to look into this. General view on how to look to this. Yeah. So what I call advance of strategic execution is you're gonna be picking one of these component to represent you, and it's gonna be benefit you. Okay, gonna be benefit you. Means that you're gonna pick, let's just say you are a female. No, I think female is very hard to use this. You are a male and you're trying to pick a day to confess your love or maybe propose. Maybe propose, yeah? Okay. So you're gonna pick a day where the gun metal, this one you need to be very hardworking. This is what I'm going to tell you. Yeah? There is no, nowadays in the market, it doesn't really exist yet, the things that I'm going to share with you about tools to do this kind of date selections. It haven't exist yet. Yeah? Okay. But you will get it if you are hardworking enough. Yeah. So you're going to pick gun metal as the guy, and then you need to have the palace to produce you, which is the yit wood, because you want the person to agree with your the proposal or confessions. Yeah. So you're gonna pick a date where Kang will be in one palace. Let's just say example is gonna be sitting on southeast, and then the yit would need to sit on here, because now the north will produce to the southeast. Okay, so let me give you an example of what I'm actually indicating. Yeah, so I never prepare any of this. Yeah. Okay, so this is Kang and this is Yi. You're gonna pick a date like this, you're not gonna be successful because Yi in north and north gonna counter you. Yeah, so normally you guys who do date selections, you only just pick one singular palace to be successful with. Yeah, but the advanced way is this chart is already hidden with its own positioning. And this is what make Qimen Strategic Executions special. Extremely special. Yeah? Yeah, you can basically pick a chart that is only specifically good for you. You can basically do that. Yeah. Now, so when you pick a chart, you're on a Kang, you need to make sure that the Yi is here. Because this is a chart, the timing, that give you the highest possible percentage to make this a success. Okay? Yeah. Now, let's just say example, you want to do debt collection. Okay? You want to do debt collections, right? So possible, now this have to be a bit more advanced, yeah. Possible that the debt collections is Hamdor. Okay, so this is Hamdor. And then when you do a debt collections, you need to have the Wu Earth represent money. It gotta be producing to you. You cannot produce out because now the Hamdor is here. Okay, because Hamdor represent the actions to collect wealth, collect money, to get back the money. Eh? So the more that you learn about forecasting useful God, the method of forecasting, the more well you will be able to pick chart that is specifically benefit to you. And when you're gonna do it, you're gonna back face the north. Let's just say some of you guys who want interview success, okay, you want the person to give you the job, right? So when you learn forecasting, you know the person who approved the job is the chief. The chief is the one who approved the job, right? You are there opening new path. You basically using the open door. So you need to make sure that the chief are just beside you, producing to you. So it's a new way of positioning, yeah? Compared to day one. Day one is the normal positioning. This is a way more advanced that the chart do the positioning for you. Okay? Yeah. So I'm not sure you guys understand that. You guys understand with that? Everyone? Too excited to talk about this. First time I talk about this. Understand that? So it's the actions that you pick. And what is it benefit you? You need to know. Yeah. So if you want to collect money, it's Wu Earth. You need to be in a position that the Wu Earth actually produced to you. Now, you can bypass some of this method, yeah? Because what I say, according to the chart, it might be a little bit hard to get the things done. Okay? So let me give you another type of shortcut. Example, you want the persons to approve you a job, and you know the chief is the one is going to produce you. You just need to back face out. Okay, this is not as powerful as the complete version, but this increased the chance. Yeah. So Alina was saying that we don't need to use our heavenly stamp. No need to use your personal chart, because this is what we call date selections. So some people actually ask me, how to do achievement date selections for marriage. Very easy. As long as you got Geng and Yi produced to 6 harmony, that day is a good day to get married. Okay? As long as this, yeah, you can use the day chart. That is a good day to get married. Yeah? Even that you're going to do a date selections, yeah? You're going to be that, yeah? So, Ping Lu say, what happened with produce as 4 harm? You will not be able to mitigate that. So 4 harm produced to you is still okay, as long as you are not in 4 harm. Remember, yeah? So they are weaker, the things that will produce to you. Yeah? So this is next level of strategic execution. Actually, it already exists. It's just that not much of people talking about it. Okay? Yeah. You can sit back face that particular direction so that the chief will approve. Right? So you wait for the time that the chief approve you. Okay? Yeah, you wait for the time, yeah? Now, this will become even more powerful if you know where is your 3 victory palace together with your destiny palace. Yeah, this is what I call enter the chart. That's just mentioned just now. Okay, so you use the chart as an energy to produce to you. Yeah, so this is next level. So actually got another level. This, I cannot give you so much. Huh? So that one I keep for my future achievement class. Okay, yeah, but I think this is already enough. Yeah, this is already too much. I think some of you guys can't understand this. So the concept is what? The concept is find where is the one thing that's gonna be benefit to you, backface the sectors, and then the energy will produce to you unconditionally. Okay, if this is your destiny palace or any of your 3 victory palace, this is personalized to you. Okay, so using metaphysics, it is not for people who are actually lazy. Okay, yeah, okay. But my board are gonna come up with something like that. So in the future, my board is gonna come out something like that. That is what I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, has to be produced in. So Leo, so it depends on what I tell you about in the first day. Because first day is the setup, it's a positioning, right? So if you know the positioning, you're gonna be using it in the chart. Yeah, because that is only positioning. Now the chart, you need to find who is the most important component you want and why does it need to produce to you. Yeah. So just now somebody asked me that, what is forehand and stuff like that? Of course, yeah. The best of the best is they got a lot of good things inside. But when you narrow it down, because you never plot a chart, yeah? You guys never learned how to plot chart. Okay? You guys never learned how to plot chart. I'm just gonna tell you that you're not gonna be finding one good hour chart. It's gonna do that for you. Maybe one or two chart gonna exist in one whole year. So please don't do that. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm saying, yeah? Because when you put in that, it will become a very rare date selection. Yeah. And then now you get an idea how is it Qimen date selection function. Okay? You get an idea how Qimen date selection function. This is not the normal date. So of course, those who learn the magical Qimen, you're gonna manipulate the whole thing become the functioning for you. Yeah? Okay, everybody good? Janaya. Everybody good? Yeah. If palace is bad, even chief produce it, ignore, right? Yes. No worry. If we're going to produce you, what you need is the chart. Who is the beneficial one in the chart? Yeah. So treatment chart can be used in all ways. If you know about this art of war, yeah, it's gonna be really nice. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna teach magical achievement again. Maybe or maybe not. Is there a strategy in any of the chart technique to make the chief of a company to speed up in making job offer? So there will be the same way like this, but you need to initial. Remember, all chart need to be activated, included the forecasting chart you guys have. So a lot of you guys, right? Oh, you forecast and then you say, oh, it doesn't happen. It doesn't go into that way. Correct? You guys gonna say that, right? Because you guys never activate the chart. After the forecast, you still need to activate the chart. If you don't activate the chart, it is called exiting the chart. So that chart will not be functioning after that. Okay? So after 2 days, you guys are the true advisor of war. Okay? And you say how to activate the component just now I tell you. Activate one of the star, dam, stem, doors, and deities. Prana, I will have my another channel was talking about whatever that I'm doing. Okay? Yeah. Use the component of the palace. Okay? Yeah. So you guys have fun? 2 days full of informations. Okay, this one is very focused, yeah. This one is very focused. Yeah, Agustin was saying that I'm gonna more story again. You want me to jump building? Just said no, that one is very secret stuff, yeah. Okay, before you guys go away, I just want to sell you one class. Can you guys give me 5 minutes to talk about that? You guys okay? Yeah. So basically, I'm talking about this. Okay. I want to the thing is already prepared. Just a little bit more portion of it I haven't talked about. So I'm going to talk about these the crimson horse and the red goat together with a period 9 applications. Okay, so it's gonna be 47 USD. Then we're gonna talk about what is it this gonna bring, what is it that I see that's gonna bring problem, and how is it you guys gonna make good use of it, and also the period 9 applications to match with the crimson horse. Yeah, so it's gonna be a short 3 days topic, or maybe 2 days, a whole day's topic. I'm going to talk about these two particulars year. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys an insight of it, what's going to happen, what to be looking forward into, and how to prepare it for your period 9 as well. Okay, I know a lot of people were saying that it's already after period 9, but I'm not going to tell you that is looks like all of us have made wrong prediction. The next new thing, it is not what we see it is. Okay? Yeah. So if you guys are interested, I'm just going to give you a Google link. Just give you really like short things, because I'm not really good in selling stuff. Yeah. I'm going to give you a Google link. I'm going to post up in other place as well to give you guys the stuff. Okay? Yeah. You're going to sell for me. Thank you. The date I select right now is actually the nearest one, actually in the 2 weeks time. So it's gonna be September 4th and 5th, but depends on I haven't really selected the dates yet. Okay, but the slide is already done. Yeah, and while you're joining it, you guys will also be I'm going to give you guys a monthly feng shui activations until next year, next January. Okay, and some meeting you guys are gonna join in, because I got my own annual astrology as a group. I do monthly meeting to ask questions and talk. So if you guys want to come in, you can actually join in. Yeah. So the Google link is there, and if you guys are interested, you can join in. I have never really talked about my own version of period 9. Okay, my own version of period 9. So this is my own version to talk about the some of the component that we miss out. Yeah. So if you guys are interested, you can join in. I'm gonna add you into a private group. Just to have fun with it, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna post in link in my group. Then it's gonna be whole day. Probably it's gonna be whole day, 2 days, whole days, probably. Okay, probably, yeah. You know, I always overdo my content, right? I think these 2 days I have big shortcut of it. Okay, which group? So every time when I sell something, my group will be my another channel. You guys might find confusing, but let me give you the channel as well. This is where I sell almost everything, excursion. Yeah. Okay. So I was saying that got to talk investment as well. Yep, probably investment. I don't think you would think about that. Okay. Yeah, Augustine, come in. You don't ask me about all these things, yeah? You know my style. Okay. So, any more other questions you guys want to ask about this? Yeah, the things that we are talking right now? Yeah. Any other questions? I hope you guys enjoy the 2 days. It's really targeted. Because of this particular class, now I have to change my ideas in my board. Gonna increase the board, yeah. So if some of you guys are not yet with the board, I give you the link again to join in the private chat with this particular board. Yeah, because the board is gonna be helping you guys about date selections and everything. Okay. I don't know how to really come up with this. Okay. Yeah. The replay already up. The replay actually inside my YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna post that up as well later on for you guys. Yeah. So do you join my channel or now suddenly when I want to find the link, I can't find the link. Next time I need to prepare the link as well, I think. Okay, so this is my channel. Yeah, there's my official channel. The YouTube will be there. Okay. Google link for the course will be this one. This is the Google link for the course. I'm gonna post out in the channel as well later. Okay, yeah. So I think I better post up right now. Okay. For Crimson Horse. While I'm doing that, you guys got anything you can want to ask, you can ask right now. Yeah. So one of the things I want to ask you guys is, do you enjoy the 2 days? This is what I'm going to ask you guys. You guys enjoy the 2 days? Yeah. So if you guys really think that it's going to help your friends as well, I'm going to ask you to share it out to your friend so that your friend going to benefit from this too. Okay? Yeah? Let them say this half full. What's the difference with Qimen Warcraft? Okay. Priscilla, because you have a specific learning, so that I can only tell you that I can only tell you that is a different type of practices. Okay. So this is a fire cleanse. I call it the fire cleanse because there's a reason for it as a fire cleanse. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It is not the annual yet. Not the annual yet. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be a replay. Okay. Yeah. Very good perspective. Nice. So thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have fun with this. I'm going to post the recording later on. And see you guys again next time if I gotta do anything else after this. Okay? Yeah? So good night for you guys. And see you guys again. Okay? Goodbye.